Many thanks for staying tuned. It's still the conversation here on Lagos Television. And before we took that break, I did tell you that on the program today, we'll be weighing in on the conversation on the ban by NAFDAC, of course, which is now being enforced. It has sparked nationwide protest from those who feel that this should not be happening. And of course, we have, of course, a representative from NAFDAC today who would help us have better and clearer understanding as to what exactly this is all about, why NAFDAC took that step in the first place, and the overall interest of this particular ban on the nation. Of course, joining the conversation this morning is the Director, Investigation and Enforcement, NAFDAC, as well as the Chairman, Federal Task Force on Fake, Substandard and Counterfeit Products, Dr. Martins Iluyomade. Thank you for being on the program today.
Thank you.
Right, let's start this way. Take us through why NAFDAC in the first place decided that it was time for the sachet products, especially alcoholic beverages, to go. And I mean, NAFDAC has been specific here. I think it's 100 and 200 ml of the sachet. Yes. At what point or what exactly warranted this particular decision from NAFDAC?
Thank you very much. Let me take you from the beginning. There was an alert by WHO around 2018 about the easy access to alcohol all over the world. Right. And there was a memorandum that all countries should limit access to alcohol consumption because of the effects, health effects basically, on the people. Nigeria is a signatory to that agreement, and it's also on Sustainable Development Goal 3.5, which Nigeria is also a signatory to, that we should reduce access. It's not a ban on alcohol, it's reduce access to it because of the effects that it has on children, on people generally. So in 2018, the federal government thought it wise. In implementing that directive by WHO, we had a meeting of the federal government represented by the Federal Minister of Health. We have NAFDAC there also. We have Federal Consumer Protection Council. For them to be involved, you know that this is a problem that has been discovered that we need to tackle. And the manufacturers also.
They were part of the meeting.
Part of the meeting.
Okay. This was in 2018. 2018.
Right. The manufacturers were part of the meeting, and it was agreed at that meeting that, you know what, we are going to limit, we are going to reduce access to the low volume alcohol that people easily take, and then they get intoxicated and all of that. And at that meeting, an MOU was signed. All the manufacturers' representatives were there. So whatever is happening now is not as if we just woke up and started doing something. No. 5 years was agreed as a moratorium for them to phase out. It's not a ban on the products. Each of these manufacturers have more than 5-6 different products at different levels, at different volumes. But we said the lowest volumes, which we call pack sizes. This pack size, stop producing it. Continue with your other pack sizes. This is all what is this about. And by the end of that moratorium, we started the implementation. They ran back again and said they were not ready.
After 5 years?
5 years. They said they were not ready. The MOU, they denied the MOU. That the MOU, yes, it's not a law, it's just an MOU.
And so they could back out.
They could back out. So they went again to National Assembly to tell us to halt.
The implementation.
But NAFDAC, being a very reasonable government parastatal, listened. Because Ministry of Health also came in, the minister came in also at that time and said, okay, you know what, let's give these people another 1 year.
After the 5 years had lapsed,
we gave them another 1 year. And the other 1 year now has elapsed. That's making 6 years.
For them to get ready and phase out.
To phase out this particular pack size.
Can you name the pack sizes again that they should phase out?
200 means and below.
200 means
200 means below.
Right.
Yes.
So which means that they could produce anything above 200.
Above 200.
Okay.
So the thing elapsed again this January, and then we had a Senate. We have a Senate resolution.
Right.
By November 5, addressed to NAFDAC because of the implication of what's going on, that there must not be any further extension.
After that, the last one
After the last
which
one.
ended in 2025.
Which ended this December 2025.
25, okay.
We had a Senate resolution addressed to NAFDAC directly,
Okay.
that was debated on the
floor
of the Senate,
giving NAFDAC the go-ahead.
The go-ahead not to even extend and entertain any further extension of that implementation. That we should go ahead with the implementation.
Right.
And that's why we are going ahead. That's why we started the implementation.
Right.
So that is the background.
Dr. Iluyomade, let's get something clear here.
Yes.
6 years,
yes.
an agreement was reached between NAFDAC and stakeholders, including the manufacturers.
Yes.
They were part of that meeting.
Yes.
So why is this sudden cry as to making Nigerians have this feel that this is just about NAFDAC and them not being carried along? Because part of what they're saying is we're going to lose jobs, we're going to lose livelihoods, and here you are saying we did not say stop production. We said stop producing certain sizes, certain pack sizes.
Yes.
So why is this suddenly feeling like NAFDAC is saying move out of business?
Thank you so much for that question. I've been wondering why the hula baloo is all about.
Right.
I've been wondering why the noise. But later, I did my research.
Okay.
I now understand why.
So maybe you want to tell Nigerians why this is.
Why this is. Because if you look at this on the face value,
right,
it shouldn't be anything difficult for anybody. You have 6 years to plan. And then 2, we are not saying we ban the old product. We said from this volume down, don't produce it.
Right.
You know, the background to this from their own part, I want to say their own part before I now go to the health and all the other implications of this.
Right.
Now, from their own part, sometimes if you notice that before 2010, these pack sizes were not available.
They were not available. Yes, they were not.
And these companies were producing.
Right.
And they were making their profits. Before 2010, these pack sizes were not available.
Sure.
From 2010 and above, it's the same NAFDAC that approved the pack size.
Right.
The thing then was that they wanted to use it for market penetration.
Okay.
We approved the pack size, not the product. The product has been approved.
Right.
So we noticed that from that time, 2010 to 2018, we have the highest spike. And I can tell you, and you can also Google what I'm saying.
Right.
You see the time that we begin to have serious level of insecurity in this country. You are going to look at that time frame. We saw a very high volume of production going on. It is easily accessible.
Right.
Children can buy and put in their pocket.
Right.
Artisans will buy, put in their pocket. Youths are becoming useless because
easy access.
In fact, some of them will not, rather than eat, they will drink that thing. They call it fenuja. They just take that. So they are busy smiling to the banks.
Yeah, that's the manufacturers.
The manufacturers.
Right.
Because according to all of this, I'm saying there are facts behind it.
Right.
According to one of the guys that we've introduced, because we've been doing a lot of research ourselves,
and all of that.
They say if you drop a container of that product, of those products, I don't want to mention a particular one because of it. Drop one container on my 2 bridge now, in 5 minutes is finished.
That's the level
at which people take these things.
Right.
In 5 minutes is finished. And now let's look at it. Who benefits? The manufacturers.
Right.
So why they cry? I'm saying this to go to why they cry.
That point.
No, why they cry is because more than 60% or 70%, and this is I'm saying they know is true, or 70% of their gain
comes from this
pack size.
Okay.
But at whose expense?
Right.
We need to ask ourselves. At whose expense?
Right.
At the expense of the health of Nigerians? No. So why the cry and why the denial? Why all of them are coming up now and saying no, it's going to lead to job losses.
Loss, right?
It is. Let me burst this bubble. Is a lie.
Yeah.
There is no job loss because we have not said the companies should shut down.
Right. You're just saying those
pack size, this pack size, 200 mils and below, and sachet, stop. Simple. Okay. All the other products are still there.
Right.
Many of them have as many as 5 different products that are also still selling in the market. So what are they talking about? Okay. Job losses. It's just propaganda. Let me just be clear about that. And it's just because they want to protect, continue to make money at the expense of the health of Nigeria.
Let's talk about the health intervention, because again, while taking us through the genesis of all this, you did say that WHO had raised a concern.
Yes.
And of course, you also followed suit on what WHO raised. And while meeting with the manufacturers, the health ministry was also involved in this particular campaign, and also said, you know what, if we need to do this, then we need to collaborate with NAFDAC in ensuring that this is enforced. So when we look at the health risks involved in these alcohol intake, because again, they are accessible, they are seemingly affordable.
Very affordable.
Very affordable. They are seemingly affordable, and they are at the beck and call. Anybody can have access to these sachets. So when we look at those factors vis-a-vis the health implications of abuse. Now I'm going to come to abuse because again, these things can be easily abused because of the quantity. And so if you look at those level of intervention, especially now that NAFDAC says no going back, we are going to continue on this, do they understand that those who are heavily, you know, I don't want to use the word addictive to this, or those who patronize this sachet, do they really understand the health risks involved in their continuous intake of this seemingly low sachet, but again, knowing full well that what they are taking inside of them in volume could also be adverse to their health?
That's a very good question. And just yesterday, I spoke with a cross-section of people who take this thing on my tour and all that. We sat down. And I said, do you know, exact question you're asking me, do you know that the implication of these things? And they said they know.
They know.
They know.
Okay.
But they are helpless. So I will not come, I'll take you to the science of that. They know, but they are helpless.
Is that addiction?
Is the addiction.
Right.
Now, alcohol is a drug. It's a psychoactive substance.
Right.
So if you take it, the small one you take, you want to take more. You want to take more. So it will get to a point where if you don't take it at the time you normally take it, you will not feel okay. That's every addiction is like that.
Right.
So for them, some of them were crying as much as we know we are dependent on this, but if we don't see it, we will be better because we would rather take this than to eat food. One driver told me yesterday that he budgeted about 1,500 every day. For
this?
That's the budget.
Standard budget? Standard budget. Okay.
1,500 per day.
He keeps that aside.
Aside.
Just to ensure that he gets this thing.
Food or no food, that has to be bought. 100 naira. And that means that person
15.
Is taking 15
per
day.
Wow.
You take one, feel a little bit, you go back again, take another one, go back. 15 a day, and that's an average. That's average. We're not talking of people who are junkies who already are on this thing. Right. So they know, but they are helpless because of the addictive nature of this thing, and that's why we are limiting access. if you want to drink, we're not saying don't drink.
Yeah.
If you want to drink, make sure it's a volume that is not hidden.
Okay.
Now, you know, you take your time, you buy what you want to buy,
and then you sit down and consume it.
You consume it. Not that you sleep in the pocket. Okay. Small children will take it, yes, and all of that.
Talking about access, yes, and yesterday we understand, you know, of course, there was a protest in your Lagos office, yes, led by some civil society organizations, yes, and part of what they also said, I would say part of their allegations, yes, would be the fact that, and which you've also cleared here while explaining minutes ago, but I'd like for us to sustain that, would be the fact that they said these products, of course, were approved by NAFDAC, which you also said, yes, the products were approved. We're just saying the modus operandi of how you're selling is what we would like to regulate. And so let's talk about the facts that, yes, is NAFDAC banning the product, or is NAFDAC regulating how this product is sold to the public?
Thank you very much for that sensitive question. Now, the law that set up NAFDAC gives us power to regulate and control all products of interest, just food and drugs, chemicals, cosmetics, and these drinks.
Right.
Now, the word control, the control also includes use.
Okay. By consumers.
By consumers of this product. The law empowers us to do that. We register the products, so they are very correct about that we register these products.
Right.
The same person that registers a product can come back and say the aftermath is done all over the world. Yeah. The aftermath of this, we are seeing that this effect of this particular thing is not working well for the society. Our job primarily is to safeguard the health of Nigerians. Right. And they will say, okay, now you know what? This pack size that we gave you to do before, we are discontinuing its licensing. This is what we are doing. We have not said the product is banned. Right. We have not said, because the misconception I'm hearing everywhere is that there's a ban on alcohol. No,
but then it is the ban on
particular
pack size, okay, less than 200 ml.
If you look at it, this pack size that we are banning is not the, if you have most of them, is not the original pack size they started with. You understand?
Okay, along the line,
it's extension, yes. So what we are saying is, you know what, this, we have seen the impact of this. I'm not even talking about implication and impact on the society yet, but we're not clarifying that we didn't ban. Let me make it very clear to all Nigerians. NAFDAC did not ban alcohol. Okay. What we ban is a particular pack size. Okay. From 200 ml, PET bottle, and sachet down. Okay. That is what we ban, so because of access.
Okay. All alcohol less than 200 ml is what you have banned, and not the product.
Yes.
So is this ban, is it taking effect in just a selected number of states, or is it a ban that is across Nigeria?
It's across Nigeria. NAFDAC is across Nigeria.
Because again, some people are saying, oh no, some states are not affected, only some states are affected.
Okay, let me explain that. All states are affected. Okay. The enforcement, which I lead as a team, as a director, we must have a strategy. Right. Number one, we go to where we have the highest concentration and the biggest
market. Okay.
So we started from there.
Right.
And on the level of the federal task force that I also share, all state task forces will be activated. Okay. We're just trying to do this in phase by phase. Right. And also because most people always accuse us that we go out to the market to inflict pain on people, on the sellers who don't know anything. So we decided to leave the traders out of this for now. Face the manufacturers, because we licensed you. Right. And we have stopped the licensing. So you stop. Okay. And so that's what we are doing. So where we are started from are the manufacturers and the major wholesalers, the dealers, and all of that, all over the country. And we believe that with this, within 2 weeks, you shouldn't see again, because people will ask me, but we are still seeing them in the market. Yes. Now, within 2 weeks, with this strategy, we shouldn't see them again in the market, because they will have finished the ones that are in the market. That were produced.
Okay. So, let's talk about the law, because of course the law it regulates,
yes.
and of course the law has given NAFDAC the power to
yes.
do what it is you're doing at the moment.
Yes.
And you did say that, of course, late last year you have the backing of the Senate to say that you can go ahead
yes.
and not again extend
yes.
the moratorium that you have given to the manufacturers. But we also understand that sometime in December, SERAP had instituted a lawsuit against NAFDAC, asking the court to restrain the federal government from interfering with NAFDAC enforcement on the ban. Of course, we do know that this ban, like you've said, is to safeguard the lives of Nigerians, to ensure that we do not, everybody, do not have access to this product. But when we have litigations such as this, are they able to step back the work of NAFDAC?
No, there is no litigation that I'm aware of.
Okay.
The one you mentioned, that of SERAP, is actually backing us.
Right, asking the federal government to leave you to do what leave NAFDAC to do what they need to do.
The work so that the law set it up.
Is that a plus?
Is that a plus for us?
Okay.
Is leave us to do what the law empowers us
to
do without any interference.
Okay.
I think that's what that lawsuit is all about. But and there is we have not gone out of our mandate. We've not gone out of what we're doing. We are still strictly within what the law,
the mandates of what the law has said you can do.
We should do. So we are not going out of any law on that.
All right, let's quickly talk about other factors that, of course, this is also could be responsible. You've talked about the health implication. Let's talk about the environmental hazard. That these cluster packs are also, because take example from here in Lagos, where this started from, where the Lagos state government also banned styrofoams and other products that are biodegradable. If we look at the packs, they fall into that category. So if you'd like to take us through the environmental impact of these packs that these products also come from, because if you look at the composition of those packs themselves, they could also be hazardous to the health of those who take these products. So let's talk about the environmental hazards of the packs.
Thank you so much. You mentioned everything. If you look at those sachets, the sheer volume that is being produced every day, they are biodegradable. They are not biodegradable. They constitute serious nuisance to the environment. And let me quickly say this: that Nigeria is the only country that you see people doing sachet alcohol and they are selling. It's not only health, it's also environmental. It's an environmental problem. There is no street, I dare anybody, there is no street you enter today
that you
don't see those things on the floor. Everywhere. And where do they go to? Where do they go to? All of this is a part of the problem we're having about climate change and flooding. All of that, flooding. Check most of the wastes. Lagos State is doing a lot of work on that. Check most of the waste you see. Pick any waste, you see more than half of it are these things that are there. So they also have a serious environmental issue that has to be dealt with in that area. So the environmental issue is for everybody. What we have said, and I'm just in line with what Lagos State government also is doing, is that you cannot continue to produce in this sachet. You don't sachetize the economy, and let me just use that word. Yes, you don't sachetize the economy. You don't turn the economy to a sachet economy because you want to just make money and go to your country.
Part of what's, of course, those who do not want this to fly are also raising is, rather than for NAFDAC to ban these smaller MLs, NAFDAC can also go into issues around regulation as to how access to these products can be, meaning that you can actually work with other stakeholders and ensure that these things are not sold to children or sold to underage. That's, of course, that sounds really, really like, I really don't know how they expect that to be done, but let me just play the devil advocate here. This is what they're also saying, that perhaps rather than, initiate this ban, what you should be doing is ensuring that access is not, access is blocked to people who are underage. Children cannot have access to buy, underage cannot buy these things. But in my head, I'm saying, will I go to somebody close by with my money and you tell me you will not sell to me? But again, this is one of their worry. And as NAFDAC, what do you have to say on this particular one?
You've already answered the question.
I mean, that's my own thought.
But, okay, that's your own thought. Let me tell you our position. Just like my DG was saying just on Friday, but when some reporters came to meet her, we brought these things on the table.
Yeah.
And at this stage where we are right now in Nigeria, it's not practicable.
Right.
The things they are saying right now is not practicable. So like you said, how many people will somebody want to buy, you say, go and bring your birth certificate. Are you going to ask him to go and bring your birth certificate? Is that what you are telling us to do?
Absolutely.
So we don't have data in this country. Yes, the government is doing a lot, building data and all of that, but there's no one centralized data that Mr. A comes and before you buy, you just swipe. We know how old you are before you buy. Those things don't work.
Right.
What happens to before we started doing Sachet? These products existed.
Right.
So that well what we are saying.
Okay. So how will NAFDAC also deal with manufacturers, because not all the manufacturers are also registered? We can also look at that aspect. Yes. And some people started this because they know that they're big players in the industry. Yes. There are some products that you cannot even trace. Yes. where they're from. Yes. There's no forwarding address on the pack.
Yes.
But then these products are also there. How do you intend to mop up those kind of products?
Thank you. We are mopping those kinds seriously. We are mopping them up. What we are doing, this enforcement is in phases.
Okay.
For people that we already know, that we've already given licenses, we are withdrawing the license and saying, you know what, stick with other pack sizes.
Right.
And I'm emphasizing that because the people who are sponsoring protests, who have put a lot of money down for lobby to try to stampede NAFDAC from doing his legitimate duty, it will not work.
Okay.
What we are doing is stick with the whole pack sizes. Okay. So it's not banned and it's not shut down your factory.
Okay.
So there's nothing like
job losses or people's livelihood being taken.
People should stop all those propaganda. Let's be real here. There are some things you don't play politics with. You don't play politics with people's health. Okay. You don't play politics with security. You don't do that. Okay. Just because you want to continue to make money? No. So the people who are not registered at all is even a greater risk. Right. Because those ones is total shutdown. We are not even, there's no pack that we are leaving for them. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Right. So those ones, we shut down the factory, prosecute whoever is doing it. Okay. But these ones, we are saying we are withdrawing, the ones we already know, and they were registered with us, we are saying we are withdrawing your licenses. Okay. We are withdrawing the pack
licenses
size.
For producing
a particular pack size. So the remaining ones can continue to produce. Yeah. But for the other category you mentioned, we will get them. Okay. We will trace them, and when we get them, we will make sure the factory is not only sealed and they stop total production, we will prosecute the people who are behind it and let them face the full wrath of the law.
Is NAFDAC also looking at handing down penalties to the manufacturers, peradventure, in the face of the mop-up and all of the things you're doing, and they still continue under the guise of some production? I know you've mentioned prosecution, but are we also looking at penalties for maybe manufacturers, retailers, or distributors who flout this directive?
Yes, NAFDAC is an organization that is that abides by rules and laws, and we have different ways that we punish people, like you said. Prosecution is there, but different kind of infringement on our laws attracts different kind of punishments
and penalties. Okay.
So whichever area they fall into, we apply the law that we have based on that, that area. But I want to sound it very clear to those who think this is a fluke. We have stopped a lot of lines from producing this sachet, and we have also put some products on hold in the warehouses where these things are. Anybody who flouts that, we face the full wrath of the law.
Dr. Iluyomade, because you're here today, let's quickly just also take a look at substandard and counterfeit products.
Okay.
I know that in the last few weeks, you've also been going around, especially along that axis. I'm not going to that axis. You've also sealed a couple of places, looked at a couple of counterfeit products, a lot of things going on. Only recently did we also hear about certain people who were reboxing a particular electronic, and also it was discovered that it could also be fake. So take us through what are some of the challenges NAFDAC is facing, as much as you're trying so hard to ensure that Nigerians have access to only genuine products. These guys also would want to go an extra mile to and just bad behavior to continue to bring in some of these products that are substandard. Take us through how NAFDAC has been dealing with the situation, and I know that you also use the whistleblowing method. So how has this really been working for NAFDAC?
Thank you. From Nigerians would have noticed that from about 2023, 2022, 2023, there has been heightened enforcement on substandard and counterfeit products all over the country. And it's all kudos to the current Director General of NAFDAC, Professor Mojisa Adeyeye, who, from her arrival, started putting the right foundations, building the necessary frameworks for which we need to work on, and not just working haphazardly. And the tempo has been going up from that time, like
and
this.
It's been sustained till date.
And it's been sustained till date. How do we go about this? We do a lot of intelligence gathering. We do a lot of, I want to tell you how many investigation is going on right now. I'm sitting here and all of that. We do a lot of intelligence gathering because we notice that these people, they're always a step ahead. If you do one thing, before you finish that,
they're onto something else.
I'll just say one here. There was a time we came up with scratch cards on products.
That scan the QR code.
Not QR code, scratch cards.
Especially when you buy medications.
Yes, when you buy medications. You know that people have seen, okay, this is the next method NAFDAC is using. So people have gone to counterfeit that. And we see so what I'm just trying to tell you that they are always evolving. The threats are always there, and we have built up our capacity in intelligence gathering to make sure we are able to follow the trail and follow the patterns that is emerging patterns of all of these things are coming, and that's why you are seeing the enforcement going everywhere right now and getting a lot of results. We use like you said, we use whistleblowing, we use intelligence gathering, we use all manners. We use IT, different kind of things just to make sure that we are ahead of these people, because of the health of Nigerians. But I must say something here that all Nigerians should hear is the problem is huge, and this thing is almost demarketing Nigeria as a country. If you can do what is right, but if you can counterfeit a product, then you have the capacity to do the right one. But it seems to me that Nigerians love shortcuts. But we cannot continue in this journey because we will be demarketing ourselves, and it comes a time where we say everything you want to buy, you are afraid to buy it.
Right.
The volume is so much, and because we know the how will I call it now? We know that once there is money to be made from a crime, it's difficult for that crime to go away.
Right.
So what people will do is they will evolve and try to evolve and try to evolve for them to continue to
stay in business.
To stay in business.
At the detriment
of the health and the well-being of their fellow human beings.
Right.
So it's much in this country, but we are equal to the task. The current administration it has zero tolerance for counterfeit products, and that's why you are seeing this campaign going on everywhere.
Right. How are we also policing the various drug markets that we have across Nigeria, because they also are sometimes also part of the counterfeit and substandard problems. Sometimes, of course, you shut down various manufacturers, drug markets across the country. But how are we doing in that regard, especially I'm talking about enforcements from NAFDAC?
You recall that just around this time last year, first of its kind in this country. Also, this was led by Professor Mojisola Adeyeye, the current DG. In collaboration with security forces, we locked 3 drug markets simultaneously the same day in this country. It has never happened before.
Right.
And we moved over 138 40 food containers of substandard, falsified, counterfeit medicines.
Right.
And we destroyed them. That has never happened before. The value of what we destroyed was over ₦1 trillion.
Wow.
That has never happened before in the history of NAFDAC, neither is it in the history of this country. So that's the level of work we are going on now. And then also, we didn't just do that. We put framework in place to make sure that these people move to regulated environment where they are supposed to sell, so that we can monitor what they are selling. All of them signed an MOU to move from those markets to where we call it CWC, where we will be able to monitor what they do. NAFDAC will be there, PCN will be there, police will be there. So all the products, as you are bringing them in, we see it. All of these measures are in place just to safeguard the health of Nigeria, so that we know that fake doesn't enter the system for sales. So a lot of all this we have put in place, and we are working on them.
All right. Before we allow you go this morning, how important is it for Nigerians to also heed to NAFDAC's call on fake and substandard products? Because sometimes you come out and you name certain products, you let Nigerians know that what is in the market is substandard, you alert Nigerians on what to look out for. But sometimes a lot of Nigerians will also not heed those calls and say, oh, is it not NAFDAC? So how important is it really for Nigerians to continue to trust NAFDAC as a government agency that really has the love and the heart of Nigerians at the root of its business?
I would say that Nigerians have to trust NAFDAC. Let me even say this. Without NAFDAC today, I'm not exaggerating, Nigeria will have become a banana republic, where people will wake up and sell poison for their fellow human beings to take.
Right.
Before now, before the advent of NAFDAC, people were selling shocks, selling all manners of things as medicine for people. I'm not saying that it has totally gone away, but we have reduced to the bare minimum to which we are dealing with right now. Now, NAFDAC is one agency that our goal is to safeguard the health of Nigerians. We have no other thing behind what we are doing than the health of Nigeria. So they should trust us. Last week, there are some things we give alert, we give all of these things just to guide people. And we also say, if you see something, you say something so that we can act on it, because we cannot be everywhere at the same time. And these people who are doing these things also are human beings living amongst us, and they have cousins, they have friends, they have circles where they sell. What we are saying is, as a patriotic Nigerians, when you see something is not right, report to the nearest NAFDAC office so that we can nip it in the bud. It is for our own safety. We have no other country.
Okay, are there hotlines or are there ways by which Nigerians can reach NAFDAC just in case they do not know where the nearest NAFDAC office is in their area?
We have hotlines.
You have hotlines.
Yes.
Can you go ahead and give us maybe one or two?
The hotlines are on our website.
Okay, all right, on your website. Yes. And then on your social media
on
as
our
well,
social,
they can reach out to you.
Yes, as well.
Okay.
Yes.
Dr. Iluyomade, thank you so much for coming on the program this morning. He's the Director of Investigation. Before we let you go again, let's quickly reiterate that this ban that NAFDAC has started its enforcement, it is not on the product, but it is just on certain ML. Please go ahead, that's your camera. Again, tell Nigerians, you know, what the ML is and why you think that the current protest being staged, you know, is just not in the interest of NAFDAC.
The current protest being staged is not in the interest of Nigerians. Okay. Not even NAFDAC. We have nothing to lose.
Right.
It's not in the interest of Nigerians, and I'm saying it foolishness because it is in the interest of certain people who are merchants of death. I use that word because you want to continue to make money at the expense of the health of people. How many kidney failures do you hear about now? It's rampant. Right. People will not eat, but they will just do Fallujah and then they continue. And a lot of walking corpses everywhere. Must you? And then also insecurity, you see in the home front, people, you see a lot of domestic violence. On the people are, most of all these things are, people are under the influence of alcohol and all of that. You see our youths, many of them are not productive again because very early in the morning they've taken this thing and then they can't think properly at work. It affects productivity. Right. This thing is a national issue that all of us have to look at. We are not saying don't produce your product. We have said these pack sizes are no longer allowed. Right. And it's as simple as that. There is no job losses because you are still producing your product. Right. Except you can justify to me and say that, okay, that's the only one you are producing.
You produce, okay.
What are you telling me? Right. So you have other products you are producing, so there's nothing like job. It's a campaign just to stampede NAFDAC. What they want is we go back again and say, okay, so you allow them to come and do what they are doing.
And that's
why people are dying and insecurity is on the rise.
All right, thank you so much, Dr. Martin Iluyomade, Director, Investigation and Enforcement, NAFDAC, also the Chairman of the Federal Task Force on Fake, Substandard and Counterfeit Products. Thank you so much for coming on the program today. We appreciate your thoughts.
Thank you so much.
Of course, we've been speaking with our guest this morning, and he's taking us through why NAFDAC is doing what it is doing at ensuring that the lives of Nigerians, especially the young ones, are safe. Thank you again for watching this side of the table this morning. We'll take a quick break. When the conversation returns, Adebinkwe will be here with her Lagos conversation.